type of visa are you looking for? Are you looking for nursing visa? Or you're looking for study abroad visa? Last month or this month, I interviewed Chidi, who just relocated to US, right? Even when other routes are paused, study abroad is almost never paused. Hello, how are you doing? So today we are going to be speaking specifically to a nurse. If you're a nurse and you're watching this, then this video is for you. If you are not a nurse and you have someone related to you who is a nurse, I bet you should listen, because you may get the information that you're going to use to advise them. Now let's assume that you are not a nurse. You don't have a friend who is a nurse. You don't have a relative who is a nurse. You don't have a colleague who is a nurse. I still think you should listen, because you are going to see what is it that nurses face, and you are going to learn from it just as something to keep in your mind. And who knows, maybe your next best friend, your next, okay, I don't want to say next, but maybe your spouse is going to be a nurse, male or female. You know, when we say nurses, some people think that a nurse must be a lady. Hello. We're in 21st century, okay? So men are nurses too. Men can be nurses too. So keep that in mind. Please, if you're a nurse, can I see your hand up? Because today I want to talk to you if you're watching me live. But if you're watching this as a replay, no problem. Because I'm going to be having this conversation with nurses right here on live station, I believe that you are going to benefit, because they will be representing your interests. Nurses, where are you? Please comment. Exquisite, how are you? If you're a nurse, I need an emoji. Comment, so that, because I'm going to be talking to you. Bingpe, thank you so much. Kion, thank you so much. Ganiyat, thank you so much. So please, let me see. I think the easiest way to do this, so that I will really understand you, answer your questions, and then you can go from there, is what are your concerns? What are your concerns? For example, please, if you are telling me your concern, can you add your highest level of education? I need it, because if you have a concern, and let's say you're a nurse, all right, and you're a nurse, you have MSc, your concern may be different, and the advice may be different compared to somebody who is a nurse and maybe ND, national diploma is the highest level of education. Tell me your concern as a nurse, and tell me your highest level of education. Someone here said, my husband is a nurse. I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse husband. What does that mean? Okay, his wife is a nurse. All right. What are your wife's concern? You said that. What are your wife's concern? What have you heard her complain about? Like, this nursing, I want to relocate abroad, but this, but that, but that. Tell me her highest level of education. Tell me her concern. With this, I'm going to start taking your concern one after the other, and I'm going to advise you accordingly, in such a way that if any nurse is watching this as a replay, I hope you're not the nurse watching it as a replay. If any nurse is watching this as a replay, my goal is that they will feel like, yes, this video was made for them because we took care of their interests. So if you're a nurse, or you have a colleague, a husband, a wife, a sister, a brother who is a nurse, remember, you are representing them right here and now. Make sure you watch this video to the end. So let's get started. Whose concern are we going to be talking about first? Please tell me your highest level of education, okay? Let's go with the first one. So I have a lot of nurses here joining me live. Vyashima, thank you so much. Mohammed said I'm a nurse. Okay, Eddie, thank you so much. We have so many nurses. Kiki, thank you so much. I am Jaido, thank you so much. You know, so many. Princess, thank you so much. So now, let's go. So someone is saying that, Efua is saying that she has diploma in community nursing, community health nursing. That's good. But the question is, Efua, what is your concern? What is it that you want? What is it that you're looking for? And what is it that you would like me to address? Don't just tell me your highest level of education, okay? Just tell me what your concern is. That way I can assist you. Okay, so we have a lot of people here. Whoa, we have Patoski, who has masters in nursing. This is amazing. Happy to talk to you. So the question is, what would you like to do? What would you like me to answer? For example, somebody that have masters in nursing, they can, for them to relocate abroad, they can do a lot of things. There are countries that take nurses directly to just work. For example, UK does that. US does that. Canada is tricky. If you want to come to Canada as a nurse, it will be better for you to come via study abroad. Then while you are here, while you're in Canada, you can then write like the nursing exam. So nurses in Canada, for you to be able to write the licensing and exam and start practicing, as of the last time I knew, you have to have 5 years working experience as a nurse. So if you're a nurse and you already have 5 years working experience, you can if you come to Canada, you'll be able to just do the licensing exam and start practicing. All right. Now, I want you to know that when it comes to rules and regulation, it can change at any time. So the onus is on you to still confirm what I say, whether it is the thing or they've changed it to a more favorable terms. All right. But as I said, this is the information from the last time that I knew. So let's say you have masters in nursing, and here they treat nurses very, very well. So even the same for so many other high-income countries. If you were a nurse, you want to go to US, it's very good for you. You want to go to UK, it's very good for you. Many countries we accept nurses to start working without even going through study. However, you can go through study abroad to the country. Let's see. Someone said, what about certificate in community health? Well, Miracle asked this question. Miracle, for me to answer your question, I will need to know what is your highest level of education. Let me give you an example. Do you know you can have masters but also have community health certificates? Right? You can have BSc and also have community health certificate. It could also be that community health certificate is your highest level of education. All these persons will get different advice. I need more information to help you. Someone say, I'm a nurse with just certificates. I think that's what the person wants to say. Okay, good. What's your consign? What's your consign? Add your consign so that I can address it. Someone say, is this video for only nurses? I think I said it at the beginning that this will be addressing issues faced by nurses, but you can listen to learn for your own good. Oh, so Bingbe said IATS is a major concern and BSc holder. Okay, so Bingbe is a BSc holder nurse who wants to relocate abroad. Most likely, you look for IATS is needed, especially if you want to go and work directly as a nurse. So if you're a nurse and you want to go to a country to work and they need you to write some exams before you travel, one thing you need to know is that when you feel that is a roadblock, don't feel stuck because you're not. For example, you can go to that same country through the study abroad route. And we all know that through study abroad route, for people who studied in English or from English-speaking countries, and you have done your undergraduate studies in English, you don't need IELTS. You can get a waiver, all right? Even if one school refuses, the next school will give you the waiver, all right? So that means that instead of you feeling stuck because of IELTS, you can opt to travel abroad through the study abroad route. When you're in that country, automatically you will start working. And all those roadblocks will be gone. Because if you're already in the country, nobody will be asking you to bring IELTS. They ask you for those things when you're coming from a different country. And maybe the sponsoring organization will start looking for something like that. All right, let's do. Please, I need. So I say, okay, I'm a nurse, BSc holder. I want to relocate and work abroad. That's very good. So what country are you looking at? You can go to UK. You can go to US. You can come to Canada. If you are coming to Canada, come through the study abroad route. Do you have any problem with relocating through US or UK? Tell me more. But because you can still go to these countries via the study abroad route, because if you are looking for organization to take you from your home country, that's a pathway, right? But if you feel stuck through that pathway, you can go through the study abroad route. Why? You'll be in control. You'll be the one who will decide when you want to travel. When you are in the country, you can start working as a nurse as well while you are studying, which will even be super good. Because let me tell you, many nurses with a higher level of education, let's say you have a master's, right? Let's say in a country like Canada, you can easily become what they call nurse practitioner. Nurse practitioner is like, oh, this will not be a good description, but this is how to describe it. Like, you are treated like, you know the way they treat doctors. That's where they treat nurse practitioner. They had hospitals, they had establishments. So if you have a higher level of education as a nurse, you're on bread though. You're on bread. So don't even think that as a nurse getting a higher level of education is going to be a disadvantage. Yeah, some people may be like, hey, let me just start working. But let me tell you, if you have a higher level of education, you will still be working. All right? You will still be working, and but what will happen is that in the same establishment that somebody just relocated and they are working, but you came through study abroad and you are working there. In that same establishment, give it 2, 3, 4 years, you will become the leader of that organization. Why the other person that came and they never went to school will never get the opportunity. Even when and once you start working full time, it's difficult to retract and go back to school. It's so difficult. It doesn't mean you can't do it, but it's so difficult. You will say, after 2 years, after 3 years, after 5 years. Meanwhile, if you came through study, that's the first thing you do. Bam. And after that, career growth. Tomorrow, you're a leader in that organization. Somebody is wondering, how did you do it? So I always say that when it comes to relocation abroad, don't only think of how you're going to relocate. Think of how you're going to thrive when you arrive the country. There are two different things. There are many people abroad who are doing normal, minimal job. Now, if you do it at the beginning, that's okay, right? But let's say 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, this is still your story. Guy, now why you come abroad, you come back snobby. So you have to think of how you're going to thrive. The study abroad route will allow you to thrive faster. So it's like you come, the first 1 year, right? You are studying. The next year you are finished. You have a master's. You are working now, right? You even during your study, you can write the licensing exam instead of waiting to do it in your country before you leave. Now, extend it 3 years down the line, 4 years down the line. You see that person that relocated directly and you that came through study abroad, you will have a better job. You will have a better job prospects. It's true. Anybody that is telling you that is not true, I don't know what is their motive. Make sure you look at their motive very, very well. Because if they are sincere to themselves and they've been in that country, even then they will know. Right? Now, let's look at the next question. Someone said, my friend has a degree in nursing and wants to travel abroad and it hasn't been easy. Ask the person to consider the study abroad route. Just be back. Ask the person to consider the study abroad route. You may just be their savior. So your friend has a nursing degree and they've been trying to relocate abroad. Advise them to go through the study abroad route. And you know one good thing? A lot of nurses relocating abroad through the study abroad route, easy for them to get scholarship. Easy. Recently, I interviewed a woman who relocated with her 2 kids and she's a nurse. She's on scholarship. She's on scholarship. And even after, because her visa delayed a bit, so while she was waiting, her school gave her extra scholarship. I'm telling you. So if you have a, like, let me give you in many establishments, in many schools, if you have a nursing BSc, for example, and you want to go to the school like this, you get scholarship. Because the truth is that abroad, most of the healthcare system is run by nurses. The doctors are there, but the nurses are the ones doing the everyday thing, and they are well respected. You are sitting on you see, you are sitting on gold mine, my dear. You are sitting on top of cash. So, like, you know, people just sort of just think one way. Hey, how will I get the company that will take me and they'll bring me? Agreed. But do you know that a school can take you and bring you on scholarship, and while you are there, you can write your licensing exam with the scholarship money, and you're already in the country, you'll be working as a nurse part-time while writing the exam, which will make it easier for you to pass. Reason what I'm saying. Like, I'm calling on your common sense, okay? Don't even just say Dr. Linda said it. Reason what I'm saying, and ask yourself, does it make sense? You will see that it does. Advise your friend to do this. Okay, someone said, my big sister is a nurse. Advise her to look at the study abroad pathway. Advise her. Seriously. Now, let's look at someone else. Someone said, I have diploma in community health nursing. What are my study abroad options? So you can apply for advanced diploma in nursing. Aside every other thing you can apply for advanced diploma in nursing, and you get all like a higher diploma, advanced diploma, higher diploma. You can apply for it. Alternatively, you can apply for nursing BSc with your diploma degree as well. Please, a note of caution: Vantage Migration, we do not handle people going for undergraduate studies. So if you apply for BSc or advanced diploma, Vantage Migration is not the right place for you. Just look for an organization that handles that. Someone said, let's look at the next question. Someone said, I'm a medical doctor, father of 2. What can I do as a means of relocating to Canada? You can come through masters. So Canada has exams that doctors will write and start working. I know firsthand doctors that have written the exam, they've gotten job. So it's possible. But now, most times you need to write the exam inside Canada, not outside Canada. Right? So that means you need to be here. The question is, how are you going to be here first? You can go through the study abroad route. Or you can do, even as a doctor too, you qualify for Canada Express entry. Okay? So you can Google it. Canada Express entry for federal skilled workers. You can Google it. You qualify for that. Alright? So you can take a look at it. The only challenge is you mentioned that you have 2 children. So I'm going to worry about your age, because if you're both 30 years, the Canada Express entry will start giving you wahala, right? Right? But if you like be 100 years, the study abroad pathway will not give you wahala. So since you say you're a father of 2, how old are you? Maybe if you can tell me your age, I can advise you even more here. Because let's say now you tell me you're 35, forget, well, if you're 45 or 35, for example, now the direct Canada Express pathway will not work for you. You have to go through what they call provincial nominee, which is like another, it's like budget 2 to 3 years if you're going through that route. Meanwhile, you can apply right now to come to Canada. By this time next year, you are here. Right? And you've moved on with your life. And you can come with your wife. And you can come with your 2 kids. So, like, sometimes when I look at the study abroad pathway, I ask myself, what is stopping somebody? Like, what? Tell me your age. Dynamic, the person that asked a question about being a father of 2, tell me your age. I will be happy to see it, because then I can give you more advice. If you're above 33, Express entry direct will not work for you. Then you have to go through provincial nominee if you know how to go about it. And budget 2 to 3 years for everything to work. Okay, say 29. Okay, good. So the Express entry will still work for you. If you are 29, the Express entry will still work for you. Now, another thing you can also consider is your wife. Your wife, right? Most times family can easily exclude the lady. Okay? Because like you have a wife now, you have 2 children. Your wife, does she have, what's her highest level of education? She can also be of help. Even while you are writing your exams and all that, your wife can be the student so that you come. So that on arrival, while your wife is doing masters, you are writing board exam. You see? So it's about strategy. And with the best, like there are strategies you come up with, your relocation will take you 4 years. Meanwhile, there are strategies you come up with, your relocation will take you 6 months or 12 months. Do you get? It's about like which strategy is superior. It's not about whether this will work, because any way where you want to work, it go work one way or the other, right? But how long? That's the difference. Now let me look at the next question. Next question. Someone said, Dr. Linda, I want to come to Canada for my master's. Yeah, you can. If you're looking for how to get started, you can go to www.vantagemigration.ca, or you can chat us inbox on Instagram at Dr. Linda Iheme, and we'll show you give you the webinar link, and you take it up from there. So that when you attend our free webinar, if you have more questions, we can answer for you. Let's see more questions. Someone said check your DM. We're going to check it. So you can drop a message. We always say when you message us, give us within 24 hours to respond to you. All right, so no need to worry. Within 24 hours, we respond to you. If we've not responded after then, send us a reminder. That's the process. Someone said, I have ND in biology education and will be getting my BSc by January. Please, I'm tired and studying. Can I work directly in Canada? Let's assume the answer is yes, Kiki. The question is, how will you get to Canada? One, you need about 5 years experience. Do you have 5 years experience to even take the licensing exam? And you need to be in Canada. How are you going to do it? Because it's easy to have dreams. But what is the hard part is coming up with the step-by-step pathway you're going to follow to achieve those dreams. That's the hard part. So you're going to have your BSc by January. Agreed. You want to start working in Canada. Agreed. How? You see what I mean? How? So because the question is how, you have to fill in the blank space. How? You can go to UK to work directly. You can apply to go and work in US. Those are the places you can go to directly. If you want to come to Canada, it's better for you to go through the study abroad route. And while you are here, you can take the nursing licensing exam. Okay, Kiki? Someone said, I am an RN nurse 3 years and midwife. I have sought programs in Canada, and most of the schools reply that they will accept me, that they need me to apply. But the question, yeah, you are correct. That's the same thing we are saying. The question is, what program are you applying for? Like, what you are saying is the same thing I'm saying, that if you want to study in Canada, you can do that, right? That would be the easiest way for you to come to Canada. That's what I'm saying. So, Engineer Alonso, do you have a question or a concern, or you were just making a comment? All right, let's see. Someone say, oh, so coming through study guarantees a better job. Yes, it does. It does. It does. You will climb your work. Like if somebody comes direct and they are here, if you come through study abroad, initially you'll be here because they are working full time and you're working part time and studying. But when you finish, you just go here like this and they are still here. Because let me tell you, many of these establishments, if you need to hold like leadership position, progress fast, they need you to have studied here. In one way or the other. In one way or the other. It's not as if they will put it all, but when the time comes for them to select, they will choose the person that studied in their system. So, yeah, you will initially start with work and study, but when you finish, you are equal with everybody in the country. So, now your skill will differentiate you. But when you come as a foreign trained, every time, you will still remain in that foreign trained level until you go back to school. So, and now for you to go back to school, you're already working full time, no time. It's better to do the school, that first 1 year of arrival, because you are still even looking for a job, you are still doing this, you are still learning the system. You suffer, but after that, forever and ever, you are sorted. You are sorted. Please note, I have not said that if you come directly, you cannot find job. Because I know that some people will try to take out of context what I'm saying. Please, I have not said that. Some people came directly and they are alive. They are surviving. So, they are alive. So, you can come directly. We are just talking about what is a superior strategy. How do you want to go to a country and be alive and be surviving? Or you want to come to a country and you thrive? Recently, I still say this because it really made me laugh, and I laughed so hard. Recently, somebody said that Dr. Linda, the way where she the buga, like saying that she get Canada. I was like, wow. You know, but somebody said the way where she the buga, like saying that she get Canada. My dear, when you apply superior strategy, you gonna buga like me. You gonna buga like every other person when they buga. You understand? When you say you cannot listen to strategy, You want to do your own. All right? You can't listen to strategy. You want to do your own. You feel suffer 5 years. You never raise nose. I know some people that even when they travel abroad, for them to travel to another country, it will take them like 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and they'll be saving every year to add money together to make one trip. Oh, you can relocate abroad and you'll be flying up and down. Do you want to be a global citizen, or you just want money for food? You have to think, what is the superior strategy? For the person, and the person was saying it, I believe the person, well, I don't know why the person was saying that, but the way the person said it, it didn't seem like they were happy. And I said to her, I said, why you go there verse, say person they buga? Why not just ask yourself, how you two want buga? So, do you want it to be that you will be one of those that maybe you even relocate abroad, right? Others go to buga, you go there, every day they work. Because if you stop working, you just die immediately. You can't pay your rent the next day because you are here and it's like you're stuck. Go through the study abroad route. You will be here. You'll be Bulgarian. The doctor anyway, she Bulgaria. Like said that she get Canada. Why not go Bulgaria? Why not go Bulgaria, my dear? Am I stopping? Is my Bulgarian stopping your Bulgarian? Oh my God. Someone said, how about postdoc? Postdoc is good. If you already have your PhD, you can apply for postdoc. Please note, Vantage Migration does not work with people going for postdoc. We work with people going for graduate studies. Whether you're going for postgraduate diploma, master's or PhD, okay? Please note. But I've seen people getting postdoc position from their home country and coming because it's like work. It's possible. You can look at Canada, you can look at US. These US even have lots of postdoc positions. Canada also has. So that's something for you to consider. You can also apply for express entry if you are coming to Canada, because with your PhD you will have higher grades, right? Like higher score. By the way, if you have a spouse, because sometimes when you don't have your PhD, what else will hamper your progress? Your age is on the high side already. Most times, it's not all the time, but most times your age. So you not ask yourself, what about your spouse? So instead of thinking of, well, not instead, while you are thinking of applying for postdoc, which is like looking for a job, which you know that will take you months to years, not months, years, right? Ask yourself, what about your spouse? Most PhD holders, their spouses are not PhD holders. So let's assume you're a lady, you have finished your PhD. Right? You're looking for postdoc. Is your spouse a PhD holder? Chicky 042 is it Chicky or Chissy? Chissy 042, is your spouse a PhD holder? Reply me. Most times your spouse is not a PhD holder. Meaning that maybe they have BSc or they have masters. Right? So they can apply for masters or PhD or any PhD abroad. Now they will come with you. You are now their what? Dependents. Meaning you have the opportunity to work full time. You see, you are inside the country and you are looking for postdoc. It will be way easier for you compared to you are looking for postdoc from your country. Now your spouse is the student working part time. You can work full time. When postdoc or no postdoc, your family have relocated. Strategy. It's about superior strategy, my dear. It's about superior strategy. We are the nurses. This video is for nurses, so everybody is taking over. This video is for nurses. Let's see. So I say, hello, Dr. Linda. Greetings from Cameroon. Thank you so much. So does study abroad route only work for Canada? No. You can work for any country you want to go to, any high-income country. Canada, US, UK, Australia, Switzerland, Sweden, Austria, Finland, Poland, blah, 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 blah. Portugal, if you so want to go, right? Let's see. Someone say, hey, Declan, I have that's BSc nursing. Presently working in health insurance. Yeah, I would love to relocate abroad and also work in the health insurance instead of hospital. Will that be possible? 100%. 100%. Yeah, you can. Okay, so someone said, is there a course? Is there any course related to health that I can switch to? There are so many. There are so many. Miracle, what's your highest level of education? Was it you that? Okay, you were the one. Okay, you say community health certificate is my highest level of education. We work with university graduates only, or you have to have HND to work with us. All right. Somebody say, I have BSc microbiology. Can the person study nursing abroad? Yeah, especially UK. You can go for nursing in UK since you have health background. If you are coming to Canada, I wouldn't advise that. It doesn't mean you can't take your chances. I wouldn't advise that. All right. Someone said, I have microbiology HND. So the question is, what's your concern, Abigail? Another person said, I have BSc in business administration and I want to do masters in Germany. Very possible. You can start with our free study abroad webinar. Recently we interviewed the lady that went to Germany and she was a Vantage Migration student. So we've had people go to Germany through our program. You can, why not? Let's see. Let's see. Somebody say, I want to go to US, but I learned they are not issuing visa until 2025. What type of visa are you looking for? Are you looking for nursing visa? Or you're looking for study abroad visa? Study abroad visa, even few months ago, not few months ago, last month or this month, I interviewed Chidi, who just relocated to US, right? So sometimes, even when other routes are paused, study abroad is almost never paused. I've not seen a country who says students can't come. I've not. Even when there was a time Trump tried to do that for US, everybody kicked against it. And US is now back to normal. So if you check a country for their direct nursing program, they say till 2025. Think about it. You see what I'm saying? Superior strategy. If you go to study in US now, if you want to go and study in US, 6 months to 1 year you are in the country. You can do all the nursing jobs you want to do. And 2025 is not still close. Well, depending on when somebody is watching this video. But you get my point. Why do you want to wait for 3 years to get a particular type of visa when you can get another one now? Superior strategy. Alright? And all these things we are doing, it's like this one is the free one. Now think of what happens in Vantage Migration Masterclass. When you finish, you're like a witch. You know, the way we all think that witches can do whatever they want. The good witches, not those ones, because all those bad ones, they will say that they are witches, but even they say they cannot help themselves. They cannot help their life and their family. So I'm not talking about it, but I mean like normal fairy tale, right? You think that a wizard will be able to do everything, right? Like that's what I'm referring to. So if you get trained with Vantage Migration, you're a wizard, because now you can decide. It's almost like you're a master of your craft. You can decide what to do and how to do it and when to do it. No limitation. All right? Someone said they sent me an email, no response. It's not true. We confirm that we sent to the right email. When you send us an email, we ask you to give us within 7 working days, 5 to 7 working days. We reply all email. Even before I got on this video, I've replied all the emails I got up to yesterday. In fact, up to this morning. All. So if I've not replied to your email, it's not because my email box is filled. Don't get yourself deceived. I take my work seriously. Probably your email landed somewhere. You typed the wrong email or something. Please check. Because it's not me. Oh. Let's see. Somebody said, I'm trying to look. Somebody said, I have BSc in English education. What are my study abroad options? So many. Start by attending our free webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. Let's see. I'm a nurse. My concern is the salary here in Ghana as a diploma nurse is not encouraging at all. I know the same friends who are in overseas, especially Canada. I know of same friends I'm trying to understand what this person is saying. Like, you know of same friends whose salary is not encouraging, or you know that people abroad are earning better. Exi, please rephrase your question. It's confusing. Somebody said, what if you are not in the medical field, but you still want to do your master's in another field? What does that mean? I don't understand your question. I don't understand your question. You can send us an inbox message or rephrase so that we know. Send us an inbox message at Dr. Linda Iheme on Instagram. Okay? Somebody say, I have HND, can I relocate with my wife? Yes. There's this rumor going on that if you have HND, you can't relocate with family. It's not true. Because HND people can apply for PGD or masters abroad, as the case may be, depending on the country they are going to, and they can relocate with their family. Don't swallow that pot of lie that you can't relocate with your family because you have HND. Someone said, somebody is if you can hear me, can you type the like button? Let's see. If you can hear me, can you type the like button so that I will know if you can hear me? Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's look at the questions. All right. I think I've answered lots of questions. Today. Please, if you are looking for, if you're a nurse and you came across this video, all right, make sure that you take advantage of it. Most importantly, what I was saying, you can relocate abroad, especially you can relocate abroad through the study abroad route. So keep that in mind. If you are looking to start your study abroad process, you can actually go to our webinar, at www.vantagemigration.ca. Please, you can take a screenshot. Okay? So at this webinar, we are going to show you how other people have been able to do their study abroad process, how I myself have been able to do the study abroad process, right? And then you will know exactly what to do from there. That is the best thing you can do for yourself. This study abroad webinar is powered by Vantage Migration, right? It's powered by Vantage Migration. So you I hope that you take full advantage of it. What if you are looking to ask us questions? Where can you contact us? I know somebody has that. Are you one of those that feel like, okay, where can you contact us? You can chat us on Instagram at Dr. Linda Iheme. Is a verified page. Please take a screenshot again. So let's assume that you dropped your question for this live session, but you did not see, we didn't get to yours. Do well to send us an inbox message and we will direct you accordingly. Specifically, if we have the video with the nurse who relocated abroad with her 2 kids. If you want that video, you can ask us specifically inbox as well. But instead of that, I would suggest that you start with the study abroad webinar. That's just the best way to start. You can go to www.vantagemigration.ca. all right, www.vantagemigration.ca. And if you have a question after the webinar, chat us inbox on Instagram. Okay, so I'm going to answer more questions for you as we go, but go to the webinar because we also do question and answers as a webinar. And after the webinar, if you have questions, chat us inbox, we'll be able to answer them. Again, our response rule is that if you chat us inbox within 24 hours, we respond to all inbox messages. Meaning, after 24 hours, if we've not responded to you, just assume that we did not see it. Send us a reminder. Alright? And keep in mind that sometimes algorithm can prevent people from seeing your message. So it's not always Vantage migration issue. If you are sending us an email, let me give you my email. But please, let me give you my email. This is my email. This is my email, drlinda@vantagemigration.ca. Please take a screenshot. But I beg you, if you have normal question, send it via inbox. Send it via inbox at Instagram, because it's the easiest way for you to get reply. Now, if you message us and we say, oh, send email Dr. Linda, that's a different thing. But if you send an email, please note, give us within 7 working days to respond to you. You see, email response is slower. Give us within 7 working days to respond to you. And if you don't get response within 7 working days, assume that we did not see the email. Send a fresh one. Check the email that you wrote. Make sure that it's the email address that was given to you inbox. So what am I saying? First way to go is attend the webinar at www.vantagemigration.ca. After that, if you have questions, chat us inbox. That's the best, shortest pathway for you to go. If you choose to do email, then you have decided to wait. So wait peacefully. Okay? Take good care of yourself till I see you again. Bye.